Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrett Davis able to run him down for a loss of about 20 yards.
14.
On second down, Wilson on the move to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. There's Wilson to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jaron Reed in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Take it at the 37. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
The pitch goes to Penny. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Jackson. Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the gun, it's Jackson. He may try and run for this. And now run it. And it's a fumble. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Broken tackle, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One play at a time, guys. Let's go. We look for signals. Gotta go, gotta go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Tempo.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Wilson. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know you feel that.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And an alley to run. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Zebra, zebra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Lucas, hang out, bam, bam. Shotgun.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And that's complete to Croft. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
That is right. 3 down. 12.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Toss it to Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, here's Jackson. Leaves it for Penny. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little game. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he connects with Ebron. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Toss running left. This is Penny. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Accelerating, and off he goes.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10 now. Wilson flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Let's go. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Tempo.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. James White hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down.
They begin with a run by Penny. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Again, it's Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Switch!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Steps away to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check. Leopard!
They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Zebra.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the grab by Croft. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pick. Up there at 22. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
I'll go special. 19. Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. 95. Check. Gun. Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
4 down. You got it.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tempo, tempo.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. Able to shake him off. Letting one go deep for his running back, White. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
380. There.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Wilson wants to throw it. And a dump off to White. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He completes it right side to White. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A lot of score points. They were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Denver, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500.